What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Beasts from the East series. It's gonna be basically just my commentary on my own games from the Cup of Nations. But hopefully just like the best games that I played to kind of just show you what I was thinking. And in this game, it's Galatia versus Pontus. I'm playing against Klayton, obviously quite a good player, and he's got a decent faction as well in Pontus. So let's get into it. Yeah, Pontus has some advantages against Art, very annoying. Factions who can actually counter the elite cav force that Galatia can bring, but the infantry is going to suffer to deal with, and Galatia is. So, at the armies here, obviously, pretty standard. I mean, I can go into it. So, I have 2 Cappadocians, 2 Noble Horse, 4 Galatian Legionnaires, 1 Galatian Sword, 2 Chevrons, 3 Syrians, 4 Galatian Spears, and 2 Levy Freemen. Over here, we have Klayton's army, 3 Horse Archers, Scythians obviously, 4 Eastern Slingers, looks like 4 Pontic Swords, and 1 Celtic here. I'm not sure why you bring a Naked here, maybe he was out of money, but probably not. And then 3 Noble Blood, 1 Noble Blood, 1 Cappadocian, 1 Citizen, and 2 Royal Cav. And then also on the flanks here, and in the center, 3 Ferreos here. So actually quite a strong army. So immediately, we can just kind of fast forward as I push forward, but I can talk about this. He's actually gonna shoot my Levy Freeman, and this is actually a really annoying tactic that I actually recommend more people should do. If you have a lot of ammo between these 3 horse archers, and if you can get good angles on the Levy Freeman and shoot them from all sides, they'll die very fast, and then that's gonna allow you to get to the cav later in the battle. And also, like, if you see, he's got a lot of infantry here, and if he can shoot up most of like a lot of my cheap spears, I'm gonna have not a lot of options in terms of how I can defend against all the infantry, and that means he can get to my Syrian archers, who I'm gonna need to win this fight, because it just has so much infantry, and he actually has a better cav than me too. Surprised he didn't bring 2 Cappadocians, because the Noble Blood cav will actually lose decisively to Cappadocians. Here he just charges in his horse archers, does lose 3, but that's definitely worth it to kill off that Levy Freeman for good, and now he can go from, like, now I only have this 1 Levy Free, it's pretty much dead, and now he's going to go for my infantry here, so I'm going to have to push forward, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to rush forward, but Klayton smartly will just pull back, and he's going to get time to shoot at my dudes here. I was like, okay, he's going to shoot, if he shoots my Legionnaires, I'm pretty much fine with that, because they are just so much better than his Pontic Swords, and he's shooting from the left here. So that is the shielded side, as you can see. So actually when you're shooting right here, it actually does exactly the same as if you were shooting from the front. But you can see you're also getting some rear shots, and there's just focus fire. So I'm starting to lose Legionnaires. I'm getting, I don't want to lose a lot of Legionnaires. I've already lost down 10 Legions, basically. So my Syrians start to shoot him a little bit here, forces him to pull back. But I don't want my Legions to be chasing him around, and now they're just going to get better shots here, rear shots as well. So, I mean, down to 106 men, so this is really dangerous. So at this point in the battle, I'm like, okay, fuck, like, I'm losing a lot of Legionnaires, down to 90 men, so 30 kills on Legions already. Very dangerous for me, and that will mean his Pontic Swords can actually start to win this fight. So now I send the Galatian Spear over here, but Klayton is playing this, like, pretty much to perfection with his horse archers. He's already killed off, like, a bunch of Cappadocians as well, so his horse archers have been definitely worth it so far. Like, yeah, they wasted, like, half their ammo on spears, but they killed the spears, and now they can get really nice shots on my infantry. Like, already killing 14 here, 4 Cappadocians, 30 or 28 Galatian Legionnaires. I can't really do anything about it. So now I pull over these Galatian Spears, and basically I'm making a bet here. Like, I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but I'm like, okay, if I just defend with my spears for the rest of the battle, I'm gonna wager that he can't beat me. Like, if I lose another spear or 2 here, I'm wagering that the rest of my army with these Cav and the elite Syrians are gonna actually be enough to win against his entire force minus the horse archers. Which is definitely risky, because these horse archers only cost him 1,000. If he kills 2 more Galatian Spears, he will have killed more than the worth of these horse archers. So theoretically, his rest of his army should be actually more valuable than the rest of my army. And he's still getting around my guys. So at this point, I'm like, okay, this is just annoying. I pull all my spears back, and I'm just gonna defend my rear with all these spears. Turn my Syrians around. I'm gonna get some nice shots in here, but yeah, he loses a few men. And he's wasting some ammo on my Levy Free that are like 20 men. You really shouldn't be doing that. And I'm killing some of these guys, so losing them a few ammo. But look, I mean, 30 kills here, 30 kills here. Obviously, with 30 kills there, 2 Levy Freemen, so he's doing a lot of damage. But now his horse archers are starting to be low on ammo, and now he's not getting a dual shot. So like, here you don't want to shoot these Galatian Spears fronted. I don't think that's the play. You'll kill a lot of them, but like, it's not worth it necessarily. Here my Syrians are fighting from the forest, sort of, so I was willing to engage his slingers a little bit here. He probably should just accept this fight, but he wants to save his slingers, obviously. But 4 against 3, he can kill a lot of my Syrians, and it's not worth it for me to fight. And obviously I wouldn't even do so, except if I'm fighting from the forest here. So now he's using up pretty much the last bits of his ammo here, on my Galatian Spears, who are, they're taking a beating, but it's probably worth it. We can kind of fast forward here. So he's gonna run out of ammo in a second. You can see he's probably almost out of ammo now. But yeah, he's probably. I mean, maybe he's saving a few volleys here because he's realizing that shooting frontally is not gonna work. But yeah, he's almost out of ammo, and now the main fight should begin here. And he has a smart tactic for engaging me too. He's gonna bring up his thorough spears, and if I charge him frontally, like sure, but then his Pontic swords will get in and do great damage to me. Okay, we should definitely slow it down. So I'm trying to shoot up his cav here, or yeah, his cav and slingers and stuff. Here, he's gonna get. I do charge his throwers here so they can't get javelins off. And he should just run for this charge, but he probably would get focused here, maybe wouldn't make a deal. Here, my Galatian sword, legionnaires are losing a lot of men, and now he's gonna come for my archers with his horse archers. Like, it's not gonna kill them, but it's gonna stop them from firing. But I think he wastes the citizen cav here just to stop me from firing for a little bit. And I realize that this is coming, and I pretty much stop it. Like, yeah, okay, they are yellow morale from being attacked in the rear, but like, they are full strength. They're not gonna rout you. If they rout, they'll just come back. And on the flanks here, my Galatian Spears are still alive. Here, my Galatian swords do get charged by Pontic swords, so that's not ideal. And my cavalry is tied down, so if he can make a fast play here, and he does, he's gonna kill off some of my units here. But that will mean my Syrians are pretty much fully alive here, like 88, 83, and 83. And I am gonna get some nice charges on his guys, and also his general's gonna lose a lot of men here. The Pontic swords don't really get a charge. That's gonna be very favorable for me. Get a charge into his Celtics very nicely with my double horse there, and they do not want to get charged. Here, Galatian swords gonna get into both these guys. The Slayers are focusing my general though, and they're gonna die pretty fast. Here, I'm trying to get away from him. Here, I want to engage his Polymerca. So I come through my spears, and now his charge is A block, and now he's fighting cav. He's fighting spears with his shock cav, but didn't get a charge, and my noble horse can go kill the slingers. Galatian legionnaires though, they have such great morale, and even though they got charged and stuff and war cried, and they're losing this combat decisively, like, they're still gonna live for a while. And now my Syrian archers are alive and healthy. My Galatian spears can come back into the fight, and my noble horse is doing great damage here. Over here, this Galatian legionnaire is just gonna pound his Pontic swords and also get some kills on his noble blood. So his cavalry isn't being used that effectively. They're getting tied down. Like, yeah, he's winning this fight, but I just focus fire. Here I get a nice javelin volley, and these Cappadocians will probably die. There's no cav, but not for long. Over here, this noble horse is getting tied down, probably gonna die, but I sent some spears after him. And he has the slingers alive, so it's not over for him yet. But I do have my archers alive too, so my archers can easily just shoot up his slingers. But if he can kill some of my infantry and have some cav in the late game, he has a chance to win still. My Syrians are doing great damage here, basically tying this battle and allowing these Cappadocians to live. Again with great morale. And over here he has Pontic swords, but you can't get them into the fight fast enough. And I'll just engage them here. I probably should just run away actually, but I don't want them to rear charge these Galatian legionnaires. So I'm just gonna tie them down, and my archers can always focus them. But I send my archers obviously to focus his general here because he is tied down. These noble horse and Galatian spears did a great job of just living in a tough situation. He had a lot of cap support and slinger support. Here I'm just gonna charge his Celtics, obviously just try to get them off the field, and his general is still alive. I mean, these noble horse actually live with 16 men, really helpful because I need them to kill the slingers. And my archers are now kind of chasing a bit too far, and here I have enough support where I'm like, yeah, I can probably just kill off his gen here. He will get a lot of kills, and his general hasn't gotten any kills yet, so I'll probably get a lot more kills. But my archers are alive and my general is alive, so it's gonna be really hard here because the slingers are just so poor in morale that I can just snipe them with my archers, and then my infantry will be enough in the late game to just survive and kill off the remainder of his infantry, which just did really poorly. I mean, they were never really going to do that well. I think he just wasted a few cabs though, coming around the flank, and like one citizen cab charging too early. His cab was a lot worse than mine, pound for pound, but he did have more. So like, I feel like he needed to just use them in tandem with his through spears. Like, cab without support is pretty useless. And obviously here my Cappadocians at 15 and noble horse at 8 are enough to just chase down slingers who have really low morale. General just died. And my archers are all alive here. I'm gonna use precision shot, that's pretty meaningless, so we'll take this battle. It was actually really close. And again, like, the thing Klayton was doing with his horse archers is actually like a genius tactic. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the way to go with horse archers against like Galatia, because like you can just shoot up all those meat shields. And if he had played, I think, better with his infantry, he could have made the fact that my infantry was so weak from his shooting to make it more of an effect. But if we go to the kills, horse archers obviously didn't get a chevron, but they did good damage. I mean, they killed a lot of units, did a lot of HP damage. His slingers weren't able to affect it that much, but still got decent kills, obviously. And look, they were mostly alive, they just routed at the end because the general died. My caps did really well, considering the circumstances. Archers did well, infantry did very well. This one's the one that got shot up, though, by his horse archers, and you can see how poorly it did. It also got charged by his general. The real spears were pretty much useless, and a couple of his Pontic swords did quite well, killing off some of my Galatian spears. But he wasn't able to make his infantry superiority count, like in terms of numbers, really. So that was the big issue. And his cavalry was just not very good compared to mine, and his shot cav got tied down by my spears, which really kind of fucked them, and that allowed me to kind of gain the upper hand. So I won the battle here. You can look at the kills, very close. You can see the losses and kills are very similar, and the number of men deployed as well. So good game. Was really a great battle. Thanks for watching. See you next time.